Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for jumping in here today. Such a pleasure to have you all. We are going to, as always, have our ads in just a few minutes. And then we're going to jump into some game dev. And then we're going to do some... dang it, I can never remember what it's called. It's not Punk Kid. It's not Punk Kid. It is Turbo Kid. And then we're going to do some Hades 2. Thank you to a very generous donation from a longtime viewer. So we will be doing both of those today. Game dev be damned. We will just look at what other games have been built and then go from there. It is a pleasure to have you all here. We'll be there in just a second. Jack, thank you so much for that sub. Deeply appreciate you. Thank you for your presence and everything you contribute to this community. You're fantastic. Thank you. Hello, everyone. How are we today? Welcome on in. Oh my goodness. Welcome on in, child of mine. Mothman Centaur, Cubist Dev, Karaz's Tiny Devil Games, Jack, Solar Labyrinth, and Robotech and GameMaker 2D Fighters. What is happening? What is this life? Also, my mic is peaking like crazy. How are we all doing today? How was our weekend? How is everything? Oh, Littles. Oh, he is having a tough time. Just in time for the stream, too. He's been pretty chill for like hours. All right, hold on. I gotta go deal with this. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I have fixed the problem by making Wife Quest fix the problem. Oh man, it's so good to see you all here today. Welcome on this beautiful, frabjous, delightful Monday. Oh, how are we all? How are things? How are our projects? How are our lives? How is the daily push against existential dread and entropy? Whoop. There we go. Good. All right. Oh, it is so lovely to be here with you all today. Thank you for joining in so early and for hanging out. I'm going to dive straight into this because dread is winning, to be honest. Oh, Karazest, I'm so sorry. You probably need to go to sleep, Karazest. This is late for you, right? A good rest may help, but we're rooting for you. 8 hours work is tough. Yeah, I hear you, Cubis. I hear you. I'll tell you, it's a whole different world working for someone else than it is working for yourself. That is one of the biggest things I've been learning while on this whole adventure is that like I can work 12 to like 18-hour days and I'm not drained at all. Like it's all just fine. But in my previous 9-to-5s, holy cow, it was constant exhaustion. In fact, Sundown has been discussing kind of similar things as he has had to return to full-time work. Yeah, it's rough. Okay, so I saw Foolbox. He had his docks set up differently. So do that? Yes. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Holy cannoli. That is rad. I love that. Now I have my scene tree and my inspector so I can click on things and adjust them without having to go back and forth, left and right. Mwah, love it. Love it. So true, says Nicholson. Yeah, for real. 8 hours forced to focus is the oof. Yeah, well, especially when it's like about other people's stuff. And like as a designer, it was always this super sucky space where it's like, I don't just receive work, do it, and then hand it back. It's like, okay, Joe, I need you to be responsible for the product's success. And also, we're not going to give you any ability to like do your job the way that you want to. Just go fix everything and make everything profitable. It's like, no. So whenever anything went right, it was always the product managers and the engineers who did it right. And whenever something went wrong, it was always the designer's fault. It was awful. And then all the office politics and everything of people just being unnecessarily deceitful and mean. It was just so much. Not very fun. So yeah, I hear you. I hear it, Cubus. You're not my mother. I don't do what other people say. I'm an adult who should actually go to bed. My dad's not a phone. Duh. It is so good to have you in here, though, Karazas. Thank you so much for at least saying hi. It is a pleasure to see you. I hope your days are filled with adorable pets. Company's been okay with making me able to work, so that's nice so far. That's good, Cubus. Is this a new position then, it sounds like? Okay, all right. We're trying to figure out all these nodes, because we've got a bunch of different trees and everything that I need to work out. And this is a big skill that I'm missing right now, is really how to organize the nodes so that they are easy to be accessed by what they need to be accessed. Okay, click sound. We're gonna bring you out of there, bring you into the symbol parent. So that should fix that. Third day, my goodness, Cubus, wow. That's tremendously exciting. Are you working as a software engineer? Okay. What was that error? Oh, because we're going up, and we don't need to go up because we're in symbol parent, which is right there. So we can just nuke that. Let's try it again. Play, ready. Okay. Hey, no errors. No errors. We're clicking on things. We're doing stuff. We're not... Ooh. Non-existent function damage in base node player side. This is the villain? Oh, the villain is doing its attack. Okay. So player needs to get hooked up correctly. All right, let's hook that up. No errors yet, says Grumble of Pugs. Welcome in, Grumble. It's so good to see you. How's Megabat going? You've been burning that midnight oil, and unfortunately, I have a child, so I burn enough midnight oil without being in people's streams. So I have not been able to be in your stuff very much recently. But how's Megabat going? By the way, if anyone is not yet following or having wishlist Megabat, what's wrong with you? Grumble is a really talented developer making really cool stuff. Way better than what I'm making. Donald, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Good to see you. Q, got to learn Rust now. Funny thing is that it's like GD script plus Python plus PHP. PHP, wow. Just some high-level concepts sprinkled in that I have to get used to. Wow, interesting. That sounds interesting. I can't wait to hear how it goes. I mean, I'm sure that you'll be able to pick it up before too long. That's really great. I'm excited for you, Cubus. Congratulations again. Yeah, so we've got possibly some new people in here, by the way. For those of you who are new, we are foxhollowgames is a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the games industry. So we do that with quarterly game jams. We have company sponsors. We have a new game jam coming up in July. Don't you worry. We will be avoiding the Pirate Software game jam. And that's going to have some really cool sponsors. I'm very excited to announce that as soon as we can. And we are also building out our own projects. I am learning how to do game dev. I just started in November. So we are doing this Dexterity roguelike type sort of thing where you have these dots and you have to click on them in tune to your powers down here, kind of like the Helldivers 2 stratagems and everything. I built this for our first game jam back in April, and it seems like people kind of enjoyed the concept, so we're going with it. I'm refactoring it right now because this was my first project in Godot. I've been in GameMaker before this. So now that I've learned a lot more about Godot, I'm trying to restructure it and make it so that it's kind of more intelligible for me. So welcome on in. Excited to have you all here. Grumble, I'm trying to learn Rust right now, and I hate the way it looks. That's very cool. So, okay, I did not know Rust was a programming language for a very long time. The only thing that I knew that I had any conceptual model for what Rust is what happens to metal when it gets left outside in the rain, and that one survival crafting game. And so I kept hearing all of a sudden, getting into game dev, people saying like, oh yeah, all Western banks are built on Rust. I'm like, how intense has the blockchain gotten? Have NFTs taken over the world and I didn't know it? Is the shadow government building things in Rust? Alex, how's it hanging? It's going very well. Thank you so much for asking. It's a wonderful Monday. I'm very excited to be here and be making some games. We're going to be playing Turbo Kid later and doing some analysis on Turbo Kid, and then we're going to jump into the Hades 2 early access. So we've only got a few more minutes, actually, where we're going to be doing some game dev, unfortunately. Just because, you know, there's not enough time. We gotta get to the juicy bits. So that's a euphemism. And the Rust language is named after the fungus, not oxidation. There's a Rust fungus? My dad wants me to learn Rust, and it's kind of annoying. Wow. That's, man, kids these days, you know? Like, back when I was a kid, my parents were trying to tell me, go outside, go hit things with sticks. Now we have parents telling their kids to learn Rust. My goodness. Okay, so we are not getting player here. How do we get player? We don't want to load it in. We just need to reference it, and this is a big problem. Which means I think we need to turn this into a signal. So we'll do signal bus dot player damage dot emit. And we'll send attack along with that. Now let's go to our signal bus and let's hook that up. Signal bus, it's time for the signal bus. We have so many signals. This is another thing we need to go in and kind of like clean up and see if we can tidy it all up. Signal player damage, and it's going to take attack, or I guess damage. Rust is like the new hotness. Don't worry, we'll ruin it with a bunch of frameworks like JavaScript. Oh, shoot. Well, I mean, it's already got some PHP in there, it sounds like, which is strange. I remember when I was learning how to program, and it was about off-grid game dev. Thank you so much. Thank you for that subscription. I appreciate you. Yeah, I was learning PHP way back in the day, like over 10 years ago, and people are already saying like, oh yeah, PHP is a dead language. Everyone should be running in Node. Oh, man. Off-grid game dev, how are you doing today? How's the grid? Is it off? How's Cozy Life? Hold on, what's the actual name of it? I know you've like been working on getting some art brought in. Has that been progressing at all? Off-grid Life or Loincam. Are you working on Loincam recently? Okay, by the way, if anyone is ever curious to see like how someone can be a game dev without living in like a neighborhood, without living in a city, go follow Off-Grid Game Dev. It is exactly what he says it is. He's a gentleman out there with Starlink internet and as far as I'm aware is summoning bits through the power of magic into his computer. It's a wild, wild ride. So definitely go check out Off-Grid Game Dev. Get the main scene to give the enemy the player reference. Get the main scene to give the enemy the player reference. I'm not totally sure I know how to do that, Jack. I recommend the Rust vids by No Boilerplate on YouTube. They're great. Very succinct, but super informative. Very nice. Thank you, Cubus. Just the syntax skeleton looks PHP to me based on the languages I know. Got it. Got it. Working on art and UI. Very cool, Off-Grid. Very cool. That's super exciting. Super duper exciting. I can't wait to see how that goes. You know what? I'm a bit of a UI fiend. So, very excited to see how that all goes. Dot player damage, dot connect, and you're going to go to, what is your function to do this? Thorn, Speed Demon, Power Active, Relic Setup. Oh wait, this is in player side. We don't want player side. We want the player script. Why do we have player side? That's for like setting up the powers and stuff. That's right. Okay. Player. Here we go. And then, do we not have a signal connect? Oh, we don't have a signal connect. Learning with rustlings right now. It's been a lot easier to learn by doing interesting. It's one of the ways NB recommends to learn. Yeah, okay. Hoping you'll rip my UI apart one day. Oh dear, oh dear. Careful what you wish for. Also, I've been getting very, very incredible compliments from other streamers. I want everyone to know I am not the best at UI. Do not take anything I say as gospel. I do have 10 years of experience as a UI UX designer, principally though as a UX and product designer, and that's different from a UI designer. So I do have, I can hopefully help and support, but also recognize that there are other people who are far bigger fish than I am. Okay. If you ever want to like really level up your UI skills, definitely look up Shift Nudge. One word, Shift Nudge. It's a course. It's very expensive. It's like a couple $1,000, but it is absolutely phenomenal visual design, UI design course made by a fine gentleman at MDS. And it's really cool. I got it when I got laid off, and I loved the courses, and I only got through a couple of them before I started in on this, and I have not yet had time to return to it, and I need to. Okay. What am I doing? Signal bus, right. Signal setup. And then we need to make a signal setup function. Signal setup. And we're not taking anything in. We've got to do a funkity funk. And we'll connect that. And then we will connect this. And we are connecting damage to... Where's our damage function? Damage. Oh, it's in here. Okay. Does that mean we can just call it and it'll work? Damage? Because like it's gonna say I don't know this is here. Oh, it does. It does recognize it's there. Good. You're one of those. What does that mean, Grumble? In any case, regardless of what it means, the answer is probably yes. All right. So we definitely have this weird, like, thing happening here of stuff is not spawning in where it should. And we can break these. These aren't resetting the way that they need to. Okay. Fight scene dot spawn bouncy. So where is spawn bouncy living now? That's probably in the right in here. Yeah, the symbol container now. So it's not in the fight scene anymore. So we need to do another signal here. Signal bus dot spawn bouncy dot emit. And then we can go to our signal bus, set up another one. And then I think once we start getting this kind of functioning again, that's when we'll dive into our game analyses. Symbol... What am I looking at? No. Right. Signal bus. That's what we're trying to do. Jeez, my brain. It is just not conducive to... Signal... spawn bouncy, and then you don't need to do anything, and then we need to go to our funkity funk, and then in our signal setup we'll do signal bus dot spawn bouncy dot connect, and you're gonna connect to spawn bouncy. Okay. By the way, regarding my game, I just pushed the stuff I did over the past 5 days, and goodness, I have written 3,100 lines of code. This is for swords and spells, I'm assuming. That is coding in a hurry, Alex. I cannot wait to see how it goes. Grumble, my wife is a UX UI designer, so everything I make is under constant scrutiny. I feel you, Grumble. My wife is an illustrator. So I feel what you're experiencing just along a different vector. Hey, we took damage. Let's see here. Oh, it's the boy. Thank you. All right, there we go. You're about 40 to 50% done. Hey, congratulations, Alex. That's great. Are we spawning bouncy? Is what I want to see. Is bouncy spawning? Kind of looks like not. But we're not crashing the game, so that's a big deal. Oh, and the turn timer isn't quite working right because we're spawning stuff before we click that we're ready. Yeah, it's definitely still spawning stuff. Done for the prototype, that is. All right, all right. Well, super exciting, Alex. Super duper exciting. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, well, Grumble, I'm glad you got someone over there to keep you straight, you know? So attack is working. I haven't seen block work, and I'm not, and board interference is definitely not working, but attack is working, so that's good. So are we doing spawn bouncy at any point? And we'll keep going until this next ad break, and then we'll go into the ad break, and when we come back, we'll dive into Turbo Kid for about 30 plus minutes, and then after that, we'll go into Hades. Hey, BTW. Is it hey BTW, hey by the way, or hey BTW? In any case, welcome in. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for hanging out. Desist dawdling. Hello, been a minute. Couldn't do jam because of life, but hope it was fantastic. Are you doing a jam? Thank you so much, Desist dawdling. Thank you for that subscription. Really appreciate that. And that's just fine. I hope your life is going well and that you're just living everything that you should. Okay, we need to see some blocks show up here. Am I doing a jam? We're not doing a jam right now. We just came off of the Jackie Codes jam, which we submitted a quick little project for in like 8 hours. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so block is working. It's just the I don't think we got a board interference, so let's restart this. This is the project that I built for the Fox Hollow Jam, and it seems to like intrigue people. So we're gonna continue with it and try and build it out. It seems to be intriguing people more than previous projects have. For example, on the U and the Tubes on YouTube, we just had a live stream get like 1.4 thousand views. We've had several of them get over 500 and stuff. So like people are definitely like intrigued by that concept of a dexterity superhero roguelike. So we just need to like, you know, build it and deliver it. It is what you want it to be. Right on. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hey, BTW. While we're waiting for this interference to show up, at 1,000 viewers live, no off-grid. Over the course of like a week. Over the course of about a week, YouTube for some reason was pushing this out, pushing the live stream VOD out, and people were clicking in a bunch. So, which is weird because a lot of times we'll get like 20, 14, 50, and then all of a sudden we start getting like hundreds and thousands. It's like, okay. I think that's the market telling me something. Board interference. There we go. For those of you who are new, by the way, we are a charitable enterprise devoted to helping people enter the game industry. So we host regular game jams every quarter. We're going to have our next one in July with some wonderful sponsors who are doing some really cool things. Yeah, it's still not happening. It's not even hitting our breakpoint there. So that's a problem. We are currently building projects and streaming the process so you can follow along with everything that I'm doing and everything that I'm learning. I'm learning from scratch, from nearly ground zero. You can go back to November streams if you're brave and see just how ground zero I really truly was. So I hope that you all are building incredible things as well. I've joined a game idea generator game and got lucky on the generator results. So working on something the next couple of days. Very cool to see. So I think I've seen jams like that where they kind of spit out random, you know, an adjective and a verb at you, and that's your own personal theme. Is that right? Okay. we need to find out, where is this breaking? Spawn bound. Okay, that's all looking good. Wait. Okay, right, yeah. No, that makes sense. So are we hitting that? Is my question. Are we going into here? We should be. And if we're emitting, but we're not receiving, then that tells me that something is wrong with the signal. Screenshot the results and make a game. Very cool, Desist. That's awesome. Hey, there's Alistios. Welcome in. So good to see you, friend. How are you doing today? We are nearly getting Overload up and running again. It is tremendously exciting. Obviously, it's got a lot that still needs to get functioning. This needs to be happening everywhere instead of like halfway in the screen. Oh, in fact, I see some stuff over here too. Okay, so we are emitting. So let's step in. Okay. So we're choosing our new intention right now. Let me move this guy so that you can see what I'm seeing. Can you see what I see? All right. Villain turn end emit, add child, signal setup for the player. But the we're clearing out our combos, but we're not. Why are we not? And we have ads starting in just a second. We're going to pause, and then we'll jump into TurboKid for our first analysis of the day before jumping into Hades 2. So thank you so much for hanging out. In the very short amount of time that we have been doing game dev, we have done quite a lot. So I'm very happy about that. And we're going to be learning what makes TurboKid and Hades 2 work very well today. So I'm very excited about that. Be sure to hang around. It's always a great time to do some analysis and game design theorizing. We'll see you in just a minute after these ads. And hopefully I can fix this in the meantime. Spawn bounce. Signal spawn bouncy. Func spawn bouncy. We're connecting spawn bouncy to underscore spawn bouncy. Ah, we're not doing our signal setup. That's our problem. That was the problem. Got board interference right out of the gate. That's good. Nothing is spawning anymore, and that's bad. But are we going to get board interference? Okay. Huh, no. But it is connected, though. That's good. It's connected. That's the important thing. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Ads already, no, ads got like another 35 seconds left on my dashboard. What do you mean ads already over? You started early. Well, gee. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks for, like, giving me good information on things. That's great. All right. Let's get back. So, we are triggering things, but for whatever reason, we're not instantiating. For some reason. For some reason, it's just not working. Or is it, actually? Hold on. Hold on. If I jump in here... Remote. Fight. Fight UI. Symbol container. Got all these rigid bodies. It's like an Abercrombie and Fitch magazine over here. Ah, static body. It is real. So it does exist. It is getting spawned. I'm pretty sure it's that the coordinates are off because before they were relative to the fight scene and now they're relative to itself. And we have it kind of doing some stuff. That feels like the sort of thing that I am not going to remember if I don't deal with this right now. So we're just going to change it from here to here. And it's symbol container. Fight UI, symbol container. Okay. Symbol container. Yes, this thing. So that will be relative to itself. So that should work just fine. Let's reduce these numbers a little bit. Just to make sure that we are, you know what? Let's just set it to 5. Like, make it really obvious. Jack, it should be fine because you have global position, but maybe try setting position after adding as child. Oh, I do have it set as a global position. You're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, but there it goes. All right. That's weird that that's between 0 and 5. That doesn't seem right. I need to build in some debug commands like end the timer. Just go to the next turn. All right, board interference. Let's try this again. Are you going to spawn similarly right in the middle of the screen? Because that's weird. Did I scale the background? I don't think so. Yeah, just put it, it's slightly oblong now. Okay. Did I scale the background? I don't think so. Yeah, just the position, not the scale. So, yeah, I don't know. But we got to a point where like I'll be able to see that bug again later on. So we're gonna go ahead and move on now because boy, we just do not have the time. It's spawning in the middle. I know, isn't that weird? It's spawning in the middle. Oh, because the origin is in the middle, right? So it's spawning 0, 0, which is right here. Yeah, range negative 200 to 200. Yes. Yeah, I think you're dead right. I think you're dead right, Jack. I think you're 100% correct. With that being said, let's play in an oddly violent post-apocalyptic Saturday morning cartoon. Boop. Turbo Kid. There we go. All right, let's get the controller out. I'm very excited about this. We didn't have time to do this on Friday, and I've been dying to get back into this. I heard, by the way, I read a thread on Reddit saying the reason these screens exist, oh, hey, we have the typographic logo up. Last time it didn't have that, and I was saying, this feels weird. It feels like you should have a typographic logo up here. This press any button screen is required for like console porting for a lot of like data privacy reasons and stuff. It was really interesting, stuff that I'd never considered before. So those screens actually exist for reasons. And they're very, very, very important for consoles. Not necessarily for PC, but definitely for consoles. Polygon Pilgrimage, hello, good afternoon. How are you today? How are things going, my friend? How's life? How are the tools? How's everything? Tightening up graphics on level 3. I love this load screen. This is cute. It's cute. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. The sound gets replaced? That's amazing. Working on the cosmetics system. Yes, I remember we raided in when you were doing that. Getting ready for family to move in on Friday. Oh my goodness, that's exciting. That'll be a change. Jack, I thought because like arcade machine you need like insert coins and it was just a tradition. I know, right, Jack? Yeah, no, there's like actual real reasons why it exists. Also useful for web builds for us jammers, since audio, etc. starts on focus. Interesting, Cubus. Thank you for sharing that. All right, let's talk with this gal. Well, if this isn't a fresh face. Hello. Oh, is this an old lady in a wheelchair and glasses? Well, if this isn't a fresh face. Hello, sweetie. Are you a friend of my granddaughter, Naomi? My name is Bodhi, dear. I may not be as adventurous as my Naomi, but I still have my fair share of stories. Would you care to stay and listen? No, chit-chat, sweetie. Interesting. Use the D-pad to choose your options. Hold on, I'm gonna have to move myself. Real voice. Yeah, this is my on-stage voice. What you're hearing with Bodhi is my actual voice. My dad retires next week, so he and my mom are moving in so we can take care of them as they get older. Oh, bless your heart, Polygon. Good for you. I hope that that's an enriching and rewarding experience for everyone involved. I know that can be tremendously difficult, so we're rooting for you, and bless your heart. That's great. I don't want to tease the grandma. Yeah, we're going to be nice and sincere. Guys, be nice and sincere with your grandmothers. Let's talk about middle waist then. Now, hold on, Granny. I don't want to hear about your waist. The region, okay. We call middle waist includes the skate park, the junkyard, the sewers, and the eastern cliffs. This little town we call New Hope is built between these zones, so it's, some sort of like hub world, so to speak. You saw someone playing this game, Grumble? Nice. Yeah, Alistios got this for us. He wanted us to do some analysis on it. First off, we can do some UI analysis here in the text bubbles here. Notice how the name breaks the borders. We had Fortune's Favorite in the Discord the other day asking for UI feedback on profile images, on whether they broke the borders or not. And this is a really good way to make something feel more organic, feel more alive. If you want to convey feelings of organicness, of liveliness, of dynamism, have an element break the border like this, right? Where it's up and out of the box. If you want to convey images of conformity, stability, strength, all those sorts of things, then you move this inside of the box. So there's a very clear, rigid box. You see that in Hades 1. Hades 1 had very rigid boxes that everything stayed inside of because it was reinforcing that feeling of like being in a prison. Hades 2, very different. Many things are breaking the borders now because it's all about Melanoes trying to obtain freedom. Best voice acting 10 out of 10 would recommend. Thank you, Alistios. You can find me on Fiverr. Not so long ago, there were plenty of robots around, but a violent anti-robot mob radicalized New Hope. Granny's based? Until a man came along and managed to rid us of their tyranny. Father Allegius. He helped rebuild New Hope and continues to guide us to this day. My Naomi looks up to him quite a bit. Do you have a bit more time to keep me company, sweetie? I really don't, but I cannot say no to a grandma. Are you playing with the PlayStation controller? I am, 2D Fighter. Yep, right here. Would you like to discuss the skate park? I bet that would be interesting to a young fellow like you. The skate park used to be the lair of a... Naturally, why wouldn't it be? The lair of a violent anti-robot mob. Didn't realize this was based on a movie. Yeah, by a couple of people in Canada. I believe Quebecers, if I'm not mistaken. Now I hear a young lady is keeping the remaining punks in check. An old friend of Naomi's, I think. The youth really seem to admire her. It's a good thing she's keeping them out of trouble. Okay, thanks, Granny. You're fantastic. My jaw hurts. I need to go do something else. There's just a constant rave going on in the background upstairs from where Granny is trying to peacefully read her book about history. Oh my goodness. This is too real. Speak to what? The fortune-telling robot? Krista, malfunction detected. Automaton requires system reformment. Okay, so we need to, sorry, this one. There's a weird looking automaton that's super glitchy. It said something about needing a reformat disk to fix it. I'll keep an eye out in case I see one, okay? Do you have anything to say?
Move, kid, you're in my light. Wait, what? Holy crap, that helmet and that suit, that's a great Turbo Rider outfit, kid.
I love the idea of this like gruff, eye-patched biker dude trying to paint and then just geeking out about some Saturday morning cartoon writer outfit.
Wait, is that freaking real? Can't be an actual turbo glove. Is it still functional? That's crazy. The name's Jike. By the way, I'm a cartoonist.
Yes, I love it. So he said $5 for commissioning voice acting. It's from a short movie called Turbo Kid from 2015. Very nice, very nice. Whose game is this, K-Hit? Let me throw the link in chat. This is not my game, by the way. We're doing an analysis right now. Let me throw this into chat. There we go.
Actually, maybe you can help me. I lost a bunch of the pages of my last story when I got mugged last week. I'd sure love to get those comic pages back. Let me know if you find any.
All right, so we've got a MacGuffin here. We got some collectibles. So that's cute. I mean, it's nice that in this Metroidvania, they recognize a lot of the game is going to be running back and forth. And they are making it so that running back and forth is not an inherently painful experience by giving you a lot of collectible stuff to try and find. Giving you a lot of quests before you even leave the hub world. Not necessarily to be goalposts for you, but just to keep the world entertaining when you go back and forth between things. Very good. Dr. Dealgood. Oh, what's this? Could it be a stranger? Welcome to Dr. Dealgood's. My wares are the best you'll find in New Hope, since I'm the only shop. But before we begin, you should know that I, Dr. Dealgood, only sell my wares to those I trust. And my trust, my good sir, comes at a price. Hold on, no, I know the voice for this guy. It's Jazimo. Jazimo 100%. This is Jazimo. A little collateral, if you prefer. If you bring me 500 scraps, then I'll know you'll be worth my time, and I yours. Bro, you want me to buy a pass to shop for you? Like, what is this? Post-apocalyptic Costco? Come on. Costco, in case you're listening, I love you. Please sponsor a game jam. If we ever get Costco sponsoring a game jam, Kirkland's signature Foxhollow Jam, that's how you know I've really made it in life.
I don't remember seeing you around here, kiddo. Let me tell you a little something. See those tanks behind me? You better not mess with them. They're condensers I designed. They provide New Hope with drinking water. Impressive, right?
Enter your email.
I built them with my little Naomi's help, so I suggest you show us proper respect.
Papillon? Isn't that butterfly in Spanish? Papillon? I know it's a dog breed. The Papillons are a dog breed, but translate in French. Yes. Okay. So what is? So it's butterfly in French. Mariposa is Spanish, of course. Risky Biscuit, hello. How are you doing today, friend? Welcome on in. Good to see you. Thank you, Elysius. Appreciate it. I knew I'd get someone in here to set me straight.
I built them with my little Naomi's help, so I suggest you show us proper respect. My name's Papillon. Remember it.
So I charge $10 per voice line on voice acting in Fiverr. I am under a tremendous amount of demand, exclusively from my own projects. So that's cool. I mean, that was a cool audio cue and everything too. The Phantom of the Opera style. What are we playing today? We're playing Turbo Kid, and we're doing some good analysis. So we've got this little line that we cross here. bring that up. You can see all these little details they do to make the world feel alive, right? They've got the parallax in the background. That's nice. That's like something standard we should all be doing. They've got good wind on this thing here, little birds looking back and forth. They've got every now and again, yeah, right there, we got the tram moving back and forth, makes it feel very alive. Distinct music creates a different vibe, very good. Good foreshadowing as well. A lot of what you want to do thematically and narrative is you want to plant things. So if you're going to be pulling something in later in your game, make sure you're introducing it somehow within the first act of the game. That's what they're doing here. And we've got this little vulture flying around, the sacks, the wind turbines, more birds, the pinwheel over here, the clothes resting, like lots of little things that add up to make this feel very alive. The turbines spinning, really, really, really good. Burger Night, total foreshadowing. Is that for real, Cubist Dev? I did see Burger Night, and I thought that's kind of interesting, Night, like K-N-I-G-H-T, but like I don't know if it's just set dressing or if it's actually going to mean anything. Are you trying to shoot the vulture, bro? Oh my goodness, that is such a post-apocalyptic kid thing to do, is just try and pop the mutated vultures with the slingshot. No idea. Okay, great. And then we've got our map up here, and it looks like we've got these for people we can talk to, these icons. Very simple icons, right? Anyone could make this icon. The point is not the artistic fidelity. The point is it meeting the theme, and is it reinforcing the emotional touch points that they are trying to come across? And I think it's 100% doing that. And it is also very informative. It is making me think, okay, are we going to get like relationship levels with these people? Am I going to be able to like farm up status with these different people to get things to happen? Huh? You new around here, kiddo? The name's Della. I'm in charge of the fields around here. I got plenty of mouths to feed in New Hope. We all got to do our part, so you better pull your weight if you're going to stay. It's a no-brainer. You help, you eat. You don't, you starve. Okay. Thanks, Della. I get the feeling we're going to be doing a lot to help. I get the feeling. Whoa.
Hey, you. Be a pal and hold still while I cut you to pieces.
Like, right outside. My goodness. Hey, I think we're just going to blast you. Jeez. That is so violent. Oh my gosh. All right, we need to get 500 of those bolts before we can start shopping. Wow, it's so violent. Okay. Do we get stuff from like boxes breaking? We do. Okay, so this is full Street Fighter 2 bonus level now. Oh, and there's the tram. Those posters or people? It's gotta be posters, right? Is it gonna be instant death if I fall down? There's no time like the present for science! Oh, delightful. I really hate instant death mechanics. Oh, we're gonna get a power ball eventually. Nice. Good foreshadowing. I really hate instant death mechanics in games. Turbo Megacore. This gadget's gotta be worth a pretty penny. Oh, you're one of the a-holes that were harassing me at the beginning? Or did they all get exploded? I think they exploded. I like that road going off into the background. That's really nice. That's really nice. Instant death mechanic equals cheap. Yeah, I'm not a major fan. I'm not gonna lie. Like Shovel Knight. I mean, I've talked about this a bunch before. Oh, we don't powerball. We just crawl through. Right, there is a crawl button. I forgot about that. I played a lot of Shovel Knight, and I really love Shovel Knight. It's clearly very well done. I hate it when you fall down a pit and die just instantly. Oh, man, do I hate that. All right, so we got to come back here when we get our machete. More of a prolonged suffering death cutscene guy. Oh, she power crawl. Oh, my goodness. We got to make it to another save point. Now, and that is one annoying thing that the Steam Deck makes much more viable for me is I hate games with save points. It feels very disrespectful of my time when, like, I may only have 20 minutes to play your game. Please don't punish me for trying to enjoy what you built. How did you track me down? Well, oh, we got charged shot. Oh, lovely. Hold square. Okay. Is there gonna be another level? Okay. So let's analyze that real quick from a VFX standpoint. So that's the normal shot, and we have a burst, and then particle effects coming out, and then a circular beam. So there's 3 different things happening there in addition to our animation, and the electricity crackling around the bolt as it launches forward, and then to say nothing of the landing animation, right? Should I tell you my game now only can be saved in the safe zone? Risky biscuit. But that's the thing is, like, you kind of have a decent amount of control when you go back to the safe zone, right? In games like this, you don't really have that amount of control. And that's my problem is, like, especially old school like JRPGs. Like, I can't do them anymore. Unless I have them on a Steam Deck. Because then I can pause the dang thing, set it down, and walk away, and it's fine. The shoulder knockback is also nice. Yeah, and that's the animation standpoint. But if we hold it in, how is that starting? So it's putting that little ball in there and oscillating the size. And then we get an electricity crackle for just a short amount of time, and then we get the particles sucked into it, and the electricity gets bigger and bigger until pop, and that big burst. So there was those white circles coming out from it, and then also sparks coming off of it. Just like that. Okay. There's a lot going on. And then when you let go the big circular blast, there's a lot going on in this, which is smart because they knew you were going to be doing this a lot in the game. Let's make this feel as good as we possibly can. I think they definitely nailed it. It's a good lesson to me. Make sure that you are spending time on the things that are exponentially polishing and not just, spend your time efficiently, I guess is what I'm saying. So can we blast this? Oh, jeez. Okay. The answer is yes. Yes, we can. Golly. Can I take your head? Okay. I don't know why. Can I charge? Oh, I can. Wow. That's OP. Jeez. Is that his entrails heading down there? Jeez. Oh, and it acts like a flashlight. Oh, that's pretty clever. That's a smart way to, like, incorporate your battle mechanics into your adventuring, right? Which is something you should always try and do. You should always try and tie everything about your game into it itself, right? So if you ever have a system that just kind of exists on its own, try and find a way to bring it in to the rest of the game, and it will make it feel much more intentional and well thought out. For a game about a kid, it sure doesn't pull its punches in regards to violence. Yeah, for real, Alex. For real. Okay. Blop. Blop. So anyways, I charge $30 per line of voice acting. Do I have to blast this? Yes. Okay. Ah, that was dumb. No! Okay, get out of dodge. Aim. There we go. That's what I meant to do. I'm gonna pick up your skull and throw. Oh, that was way too close. Oh my gosh, that was way too close. Hey, we can open the door now. Nice. And that's very good. You get a nice little shortcut there to make sure you don't spend too long before getting the shortcut. Taking you straight back to home base. Nice. That was a tight little mini dungeon. I liked that. The movie was low budget, but they'd gone with an old school super gore world, which is like over the top and creates a very strange world. I highly recommend watching the movie if you can get your hands on it. Very cool. Very cool. I'm sorry about that. I've heard it's on YouTube. I may be wrong about that though. Cool. That was a very tight little dungeon that we went through to get our blaster back. I liked that. I want to go explore over here now because I think we probably can. I wish I had a legend because I don't know if that little icon there means a blastable door. Oh, we have all sorts of custom markers. Very cool. Very cool. I like that. And this is a very serviceable map, good sound effects. Not overwhelming, but very satisfying. Yeah. No, I like it. I like this a lot. I'm excited to keep on diving into this. That was vines. Are you sure, Risky Biscuit? It was pink. How many pink vines do you know of? Great. We have a 38 out of 500 things. All right. There we go. All right. That's Turbo Kid for today. Super rad. Thank you, Alistios, once again, for submitting this as a analyze project. I'm learning a lot. And learning a lot about, like, for taking this over to Overload. It's like, I need to make the clicking feel freaking phenomenal. And I need to be spending 90% of my polish time on making the click of the dots and the execution of the powers feel incredible. And if I can nail that, probably everything else is going to fall into line pretty well. So Queen Anne, hello, welcome in. Good to see ya. So yeah, that was a really cool lesson for me playing this today. We do have ads starting in just a minute. And then after the ads, we're going to dive into some Hades 2 early access. Really excited about that. Thank you to our donator of Hades 2. And you know who you are. And we will be right back. Time to get into the Godot particle node. Yes, I have actually been playing with the Godot particle node in some projects off stream, Cubus. Yeah, for real. So, very cool. All right. Appreciate you all. You're amazing. I love that you're all here. I appreciate it. I don't know why you're all here. Listen to some idiot in a bow tie yap about games that he does not know about. But I sure do appreciate it. I love it. And I hope you're having something of value as well. With that, we're going to jump into ads. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Oh no, it was super late. Although, I don't know, Twitch is telling me that Dad has both 30 seconds left and also is done. So, I don't know. I don't know who to believe. I am very excited to be diving into some Hades 2, though. Let's see. Time to ask Joe for a review, says Tom. Always, Tom. Always, always, always here for you. Always here to help out. Okay. I did launch Hades 2 before the break, and I think it crashed. So let me jump back in real quick before I swap the scene over and try and get the settings working. If I can. Supergiant. So, yeah, it's crashing on startup. That's a bummer. I haven't had a game do that on PC in quite a while. Yeah. Okay. Not responding. Hold on. This hat is impeding my ability to think for a second. Hold on. Let me get a different, less thematically appropriate hat. Not that, you know, the Witch King is particularly thematically accurate. Let's do some quick troubleshooting. Hades 2 crash on start up. Help! Hades crashing on launch. Having the same exact problem, found a solution, just change the color bit depth in your Windows settings. Fix my problem by updating my graphics drivers. Jeez. Okay, well, let's check graphics drivers. Oh dear. So many things are happening right now. Let's see. I need to make some space on the old computer. So we will uninstall this, and we will uninstall what's something else that's pretty big that I can get rid of. I don't even know. I've got mostly just like oh, Baldur's Gate 3. We can uninstall Baldur's Gate 3 because I mostly just do that on the Steam Deck nowadays if I'm going to be doing it at all. Okay. I have deleted Baldur's Gate 3. That freed up 142 gigs. You're okay now, GeForce. You can update now. Okay. It's updating. Thank you all for your patience while we try and get this updated. I've never, I mean, that's a ridiculous thing to say. I've never encountered something like this before. That's, of course, absurd. But it has been a very long time since I've had anything crash on startup, especially from, like, a well-developed studio. So this is interesting. This is a new experience for me, relatively. So we're going to log in. Thank you for your patience. I do not want that. Thank you. Thank you. Drivers. Check for updates. And okay. New updates. As of just a little bit ago. Okay. Maybe that will fix this. Let's hope. Let's hope. Okay. Anyone else on Hades 2 Early Access? Have we been doing in it? I don't know if there's any more content than was in the technical test right now. I'm gonna change our title here. Analyzing Hades 2. There we go. You know, let's do a Hail Mary here. Gameplay and UI/UX analysis. That'll make all the kids come running, right? All the children will say, yes, I want UX/UI analysis. Benwill, thank you so much for that community sub. Appreciate that. Thank you. How are you doing today? Hope it's all going well. Oh, I am a Merlin got tagged. Good. Good for him. He's a good guy. He's been making some cool stuff. Oh. I do apologize about this. I hope that we're able to get through this. While that's going, I might as well do some more troubleshooting. Why not? Is Hades 2 on NDA right now, or they have a demo out? They're in early access right now, Alistios. Yeah. Yeah, you can just you can just go buy it. Hades 2 now available in early access. Right there. If it's on an NDA, they're doing a very bad job of it. Someone hit that early access button that should, like, some intern is getting a talking to right now. So let's set this to -200 to 200. 200 and -200. Nope, that's equals 200. That's not going to work. That's not. Unable to initialize Vulkan video driver. Oh, that was Godot yelling at me. Oh, it's probably freaking out because I'm like updating my graphic cards drivers as we speak. That's probably why it's not going to like me very much. That's okay though. So let's figure out why we're also not spawning stuff inappropriately. Like it's getting spawned in. Let's see. We have Fight UI. Your origin is up top here, right? Symbol container. Spawn. Because it's spawning at 75 and 260. That's our problem. So it needs to spawn at like